Former Republican presidential candidate Herman Cain died after a battle with COVID-19, according to posts on his Twitter account and on his website. Herman Cain, our boss, our friend, like a father to so many of us, has passed away, wrote Dan Calabrese, the editor of Cain's website. Herman was 74. Although he was basically pretty healthy in recent years, he was still in a high risk group because of his history with cancer, he continued. The former Godfather's Pizza CEO, who also served as the co-chair of Black Voices for Trump, was hospitalized at the beginning of July after developing coronavirus symptoms. He attended President Donald Trump's controversial rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma at the end of June, but he did not wear a mask. He posted a picture of himself and other attendees in close proximity and without wearing masks. Local health officials had called for the event's cancellation out of fears it could become a super spreader event, and the head of the Tulsa Health Department later acknowledged the rally and surrounding protests had likely contributed to a surge in cases in Tulsa. Several Trump campaign staffers and Secret Services employees tested positive for COVID 19 before the rally and self quarantined. Cain ran for the Republican presidential nomination in the 2012 Republican primary, attracting attention for his 999 plan to slash taxes. He suspends his campaign in 2000 in December 2011, however, amid allegations of sexual misconduct. Cain denied the allegations. Speaking to reporters on Capitol Hill, Senator Mitt Romney, who was the Republican Party's presidential nominee in 2012, said he was saddened to hear about Cain's death. Herman had an incredible career and was adored by everyone that ever met him, especially me, Trump wrote. He was a very special man, an American patriot, and a great friend. He gained a big boost in September 2011 when he won a straw poll vote in Florida, initially becoming an alternative candidate for Republican voters concerned that former Massachusetts Governor Mitt Romney was not conservative enough. Cain advocated a flat tax system which called for a 9% flat federal income tax rate, 9% corporate tax rate, and a national sales tax of 9%. There are generally three kinds of people in the world, Cain wrote: people who make things happen, people who watch things happen, and people who say, what in the heck happened? Cain rose to prominence as a CEO of Godfather's Pizza, a national restaurant chain. Cain touted his business acumen and problem-solving skills in his bid for the nomination, but his campaign soon fizzled after sexual harassment allegations which he had denied. Cain, the co-chairman of Black Voices for Trump, attended the president's rally in Tulsa without a mask on June 20th. Cain was diagnosed in 2006 with stage 4 colon cancer that propagated to his liver and was given a 30% chance of survival. He successfully underwent chemotherapy and had been in remission since. Cain, who successfully steered food chains like Burger King and Godfather's Pizza to profitability and served as chairman of the Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas City, shot to prominence in 2012 when he launched a bid to be the Republican presidential nominee. When he had a strong following among Tea Party activists, his campaign was derailed when he was accused of sexual harassment and misconduct during his time as CEO of the National Restaurant Association in the late 1990s. He denied the claims but dropped out of the race. Herman Cain, the one time Republican presidential candidate and prominent businessman, has died a month after he was hospitalized with COVID 19. We knew when he was first hospitalized with COVID 19 that this was going to be a rough fight. A post on his website said Thursday. He had trouble breathing and was taken to the hospital by ambulance. We all prayed that the initial medications they gave him would get his breathing back to normal, but it became clear pretty quickly that he was in a for a battle. The post said there were hopeful indicators, including a mere 5 days ago when doctors told us they thought he would eventually recover, although it wouldn't be quick. However, he never quite seemed to get to the point where the doctors could advance him to the recovery phase. A July 2 post on Kane's website announcing his positive coronavirus test result, written by Dan Calabrese, said, I realize people will speculate about the Tulsa rally, but Herman did a lot of traveling for past week. I don't think there's any way to trace this to one specific contact that caused him to be infected. We will never know. Prominent